Hey, how are we? Andy here. Yeah, man. If there's nothing I like more in this world, it's letting people I never met know how I feel about stuff, and it's new Enter Shikari albums. Wow, what great timing! Enter Shikari surprise album. I guess it technically drops Friday. I found it Thursday. I've listened to this already, but I haven't listened to it with you guys yet. So let's check it out. Yeah, man. Let's just hop into this. I'll give my Enter Shikari opinions as we go through it. Let's fucking do it, dude. From the jump, I enjoyed it a lot because the second I hear all the synth and the chords, I go, oh yes, very Enter Shikari way of starting an album.
For the 100 billion who came before us, who forged civilization. For the 8 billion alive now, who shape its destiny. For the trillions still to come, whose very existence teeters on a knife edge.
The more this is actually, well, I was gonna say the more I listen to this album, this is only like the second time I've listened to it, but the thing I was very excited to make this video because I have a 2020 or 2020 Mazda. I think I have. I'm not sure how old my car is, but it's not like the nicest car. It's a good car. Does the job. I don't want to. My wife. It's my wife's old car. I'm not trying to show disrespect, but no, it's a good car. But the speaker system, it's not. It's fine. It's fine. It does the job. It does the job. It gets you from point A to B. You listen to some fucking tunes. It's a good time. But like listening to this, I was like, oh, I'm very excited to get into this album with headphones on, because I was like, that's where you really get to, and I mean like over the ears. You know what I mean? Not the. Not these little fuckers. Not these little fuckers where you just, do a little in your ears and shit. Over the headphones, nice headphones. These are my nicest headphones I got. Because Enter Shikari, they really get into the nitty gritty with everything. They are filled with nuances and a lot of stuff going on. So this album, while I'm sure it went off in the car, it's a definitely over the ears headphone must. At least get one listen in like that.
You're suspended in a light beam to transcend it. You gotta lose yourself. You're suspended in a light beam to transcend it. You gotta lose yourself. You think you know exactly how this will play out. You think you know exactly how this will go. You say we're a disease, but you're confusing the afflicted for the affliction itself. You can't see the wood for the trees. They open wide and devour. Be self-made and celebrated, or single-handedly suffocated. The individual with no power. They open wide and devour. Fly solo, lone ranger, trust no one. Soul trader, the individual with no power. They open wide and devour. You're suspended in a light beam to transcend it. You gotta lose yourself. You're suspended in a light beam to transcend it. You gotta lose yourself. uninfected, off-grid, disconnected. The individual with no power, they open wide and devour. Walk alone, isolated, bootstraps, intoxicated. The individual with no power, they open wide and devour.
Yes, and my favorite moment of every Enter Shikari listening experience where you go, oh, I've never heard that sound before. It's a good time. It's a good time. 4-minute song starting off the jump. I like it. There's a good like intro song as well. Just a good. I'm a big fan. Like if you're trying to give me a couple songs, just fucking punch me in the dick off the jump. But if you're trying to hit me with an album, which Enter Shikari is a big album band, give me a little like ease me into it. The second song's when you're supposed to, you know, rock shit. You know what I'm saying? First song builds you up, gets you going, gives you sort of layout of what's to come.
Uninfected, off-grid, disconnected. The individual with no power, they open wide and devour. Walk alone, isolated, bootstraps, intoxicated. The individual with no power, they open wide and devour.
There we go. Jesus fucking Christ. God, my computer sucks. Please like and subscribe. Venmo me $700 so I can get a new computer. It's just sometimes when I do it on here, it just like I've been trying to pause the song for like the past 60 seconds. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to let it play through originally because that was like a cool little cool segue. I like how the Enter Shikari always includes the segues from song to song. But yeah, it's kind of I was kind of thinking about the Surprise album more. I was looking up an article on these guys, thinking through the whole Surprise album thing that they did with this. And I got to tell you, from a musical standpoint, I think the surprise album might be better, you know, especially like the day and age we live in now. Like, that's easy to say if you're someone like Enter Shikari, but I don't know, man. I think we're in like a new space with a lot of this music shit, and I think it's worth thinking about. Like how you actually like release the music now, you know, because there was kind of like when it was a lot of like physical shit, when you're like getting the stuff physical, you know, CDs, vinyl. I mean, people do all that now, but you know, when that was the only thing you could do, there was no streaming. You know, it made a lot more. It was a lot more direct on how to do it. But I think now with the fact, and that's kind of the problem we're running into now in this day and age of America. It's the problem we're running into where it's like, well, there's no like specific way to do it, you know? There's a bajillion options. So there's no like specific way to do anything. So it's like, you know, I think you might want to take, like, bands like Enter Shikari can afford it, you know? They're pretty well established. They're not really like, I don't know. They're not really like blowing up. They're not really like, they could probably do a tour where they get kind of their shit in front of a new crowd and stuff like that, but their gains are going to be incremental for, you know, unless something happens on the next album where they just fucking reinvent the wheel or whatever, but their gains are going to be incremental. So like, and they also have like a pretty hardcore fan base. You know, there's a bunch of guys like me who they announce anything, we're going to spaz over it. And honestly, it is a thing to consider where if you're a band like this in a situation like Enter Shikari is, you know, where you're pretty well established with your fan base, you know, fuck around for the sake of other people, you know, because this honestly is something where other bands are, it's worth other bands considering. Because Enter Shikari is going to do it this way where it's like, you know, because it's smart to not like release singles because you can't help it. Sometimes when you release a single, especially if it's real good, people get locked in on that and then they don't want to maneuver the album in the same way. I catch myself doing the same shit because sometimes you find a band where you're satisfied with the one single and you don't really want to explore the album as much. This, you get no prerequisite. You get no sort of, they're not putting their thumb on the scale in any way. And you just kind of get the whole album with like no, because that to me too is the best way to consume new music and stuff like that. Is like no preconceived notion about anything, just going in completely dry. You know what I mean? Dry? Is that? Yeah. They didn't put out any albums for me to get wet off of, for me to get moist. No, you're going in complete clean slate and shit like that. So like, and then on top of that, because it's definitely, this is what I was just thinking about, it's definitely a thing to consider for smaller bands, you know, because it's like, you put out a single, and then it's like, you know, people like you, they don't really know about you. Now it's like, okay, where do I go to find, like, what else is there? And then it's like, if there's not a lot else, you know, are they sticking around like that? You know what I'm saying? So smaller bands could consider put the whole album out, and then, you know, just slowly hit them with fucking singles. You know what I mean? If you already have the album out, who's to say you can't just bust out every couple months a music video for every song? You know what I mean? I don't know. Something like that. Who's to say? You know what I mean? Why does the music video have to... You know, it's like we're in a different space where people are getting famous off of TikToks. You know, why do you gotta follow the release schedule in any type of way? Fuck around. And I mean this in a good way. Fuck around and find out some good info.
And for therapy, I needed a remedy. She said, "Raul, there is no other solution," and prescribed me global revolution. All my friends have been monetized. Are we side hustling our own demise? I'm the ghost of Christmas yet to come. I'm the cat that's eyeing up your tongue. 'Cause we are all one. And if we don't, we are
Hell yeah. My first initial critique, and I'm kind of thinking about this while I'm reading through this. If you see me looking off to the side, I'm a multitasker. Some people don't like it. I'm sorry. It's gonna happen. But I'm reading this album review here. What's the website? The Soundboard Reviews. They got a review. Will not put the person's actual name. You cowards. See, I don't like that with, in this, I read through a lot of this already. It's a very fair review, but I don't like that with these reviews. You know what I mean? Put your name in there. Because music reviews get very aggressive and critical and nasty sometimes. And it's like, no, put your fucking name in there. Do they got it there? Oh, here we go. Never mind. I'm sorry. Words by Luke Nuttall. That's a good name. That's a good fucking name. Luke, I gotta tell you, that's a good fucking name. Nuttall. That's what we all hope for. That's what we all hope to do. I get it, Luke. I get it. But anyway, no, he's saying stuff up top of this review that I sort of agree with, because, saying it's, I don't know exactly how he phrased it, but basically, this feels like a good, up front, this feels like a good classic Enter Shikari release, but it doesn't have that, edge we would get from the earlier stuff, like Common Dreads and what was the Arguing with Thermometers? Is that what that one was called? And then Minesweep. Is that the name of it? Flash Flood of Color. The song on there was and Take to the Skies is very, very fucking good. But I was thinking about this when I was listening to this album, because I saw some people kind of shitting on this album from the jump, and I go, it's not. I mean, it's very apparent from listening to it. It's not going to go down as the greatest Enter Shikari album, but it's still, when we get deeper into the album, it's still got a lot of soul. But yeah, if we're looking down here, let me minimize my head a little bit for you guys. Oh wait, I have to unlock this. Bing bang boom, bing bang boom. The fuck we doing? Oh no, I did. It was not locked. Now I have to unlock it to fucking. But yeah, if we got the albums here, so from Take to the Skies, Common Dreads. Oh yeah, Tribalism EP was really good. Flash Flood of Color, Minesweep. In my opinion, this is the first half of Enter Shikari, and then the Spark, although very good, had it was a noticeable shift. So the Spark, Nothing Is True, and then A Kiss and Lose Yourself to me is that's the modern version of Enter Shikari. But in these albums have a noticeable edge to them, so while a lot of these albums still have breakdowns and stuff, there's a much bigger focus on, being a well-rounded band. On these albums, there's a much closer focus of the hardcore roots of throwing in breakdowns, whatever you want to call it, hardcore, metalcore, wherever specifically they took from, with a heavy influence of aggressive electronics and stuff like that. And then once you start with the Spark and these albums, they sort of are exploring a much more variety. So I think what's important with these albums is to not necessarily grade them off of, because a lot of people like me who've been on board with Enter Shikari from the start, you sort of associate those early albums as their shit. And it's I don't know, man. I feel like they're all about my age. So let's just say they're all 35 to 40. They were all, dude, in their late teens, early 20s writing these albums. Do you want people to directly associate you with everything you did in your 20s? You're no. So I get Enter Shikari sort of going in a different direction. So as a fan who's into a little bit more of the over-the-top, ruckus, boisterous shit, I was going back listening. Enter Shikari gets so closely associated with, their fucking, they get so closely associated with their fucking earlier shit. Or no, I'm sorry, with the electronic stuff. You forget, I was listening to Snake Pit.
Come and join.
Yeah. Oh wait, was it this one? No, it was here.
Nice guys.
Yeah.
God, I gotta
Just like heavy as shit. Like legit heavy. Not like, oh, they get a little like heavy. And but yeah, I get it. This album off the jump doesn't have that like same kick you expect from an Enter Shikari release. But I remember listening to this the other night, feeling that, and then dude, I'm telling you, once you get like the first couple songs out of the way, it really starts to turn up in my opinion.
Rolling in, I can feel the walls closing in. Everything's so futile. I can hear the waves rolling in. No, they won't be bluebirds over, cause they got turned back at Dover. I'm on a tightrope, and there's no hope. I don't seem to be getting any closer. Running away from home, running from all I know. It's not the cold that makes me shiver, it's the erasure of my soul.
Dude, I'll be straight up too. Like even this song, I'll even give it to him and go like, yeah, it don't hit the same as like classic Shikari, but it's still so fucking beautiful. You know what I mean? Like even like a toned down Enter Shikari still is so goddamn good. Like that's why to me that's like a minor complaint. It's like please don't let any of this stop you. Give me every new album you got.
Of my soul. Dead in the water. No one's here fighting my corner. Dead in the water. Everything's so futile. Everything's so make me disappear.
Yeah, man. I'll take this shit. It's so good. This is definitely it's definitely, if you haven't really like had the time to listen to it, this is cuz it's such a full expansive sound. I think it's one of those you're not going to appreciate the subtleties of it unless you have like quality earphones. You're still going to like it without that, but to appreciate the subtleties of everything, it's like you have to get a good set of headphones.
He's just a boy, but inside him lives the beast of ancient history. Now that's quite a cross to bear. She's just a girl, dragging a suitcase full of her great-grandfather's misery. But she doesn't know.
I guess the thing about this album, I should say this to be fair, that like this song kind of highlights it again for me, is like the album's very good. Now, am I getting a lot new on this album? Not really. That's sort of, it's not, but, again, I'm not sitting here trying to be, you know what it is? It's the thing with like every Enter Shikari album, you find out what like new crazy set of electronics Rao has mastered, and then he implements that in the music. So because there's there's hardcore bands out there, there's punk bands out there, there's electronic bands that they've made a career off of putting out the same album over and over again. So I don't want that to be missed on my breakdown of this, but it's unfortunately like Enter Shikari set a higher standard. It's like they're struggling from their success. It's like they're basically the equivalent of like, well, they're the equivalent of the person who works hard at work and you as the listener is almost the manager. And it's like, will you get them to do more just because it's like, well, I know I'm not going to get shit from you. I know you're going to be helpful. And then we're kind of grading them on a very skewed scale and compared to other bands. They definitely, yeah. I think that's a good analogy, actually. Good job, Andy.
That she is the air. Hi, I don't believe we've met. I'm the voice inside your head. You can try and run, but I'm the silhouette blocking the light at the end of the tunnel. Don't run away from your demons. Invite them out for dinner. Don't run away from your demons. Put up the busted sinners. The table and attend to you, but my friend, you're the menu tonight. Don't run away from your demons. Invite them out for dinner. It's not a heartache. Down through the ages, we're trapped in cages, but we're oblivious. I wish I could say the buck stops here. You're the curator of all my fears over the years. Now I'm your waiter, and it's gonna be such a joy to serve. Hi, I know who you are. You're the voice inside my head. Now I can try and run, but you're the silhouette blocking the light at the end of the tunnel. Don't run away from your demons. Invite them in for dinner. Don't run away from your demons. Put up the busted sinners. The table and attend to you, but my friends, you're on the menu tonight. Don't run away from your demons. Invite them in for dinner. Old wounds reopen on young skin. The past trembles through new voices. Unresolved chords, a heartbeat under floorboards. Be careful where you tread. How could we miss this unfinished business? Invite them in for dinner. Don't run away from your demons. Invite them in for dinner. Don't run away from your demons. Put up the bustards. Don't run away from your demons. Invite them in for dinner. Don't run away from your demons. Put up the bustards. The table and attend to you, but my friend, you're on the menu tonight. Don't run away from your demons. Invite them in for dinner.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, man. Even if it is a little, I don't know. It's like I say all these things and then I listen to these songs. I go, yeah, these songs still fucking rip. It's just a good album. It's good stuff, dude.
You are not a soldier, no matter
Fuck yeah, dude. I like that one too because it kind of grooves in a not non-traditional. For definitely heard a bunch of stuff like that, but Enter Shikari, you know, they kind of like a lot of their stuff more follows the snare on 2 and 4 situation, so kind of hitting a more tribal beat situation going on, and I think you guys can start to hear it. Like this is around where the album was like really picking up for me. Very good. Nice, fun little segue song. I'm going to let it keep rolling.
This is the golden age. Business is booming. Keep your head down, son, and then soon in time you could be like me in my luxury bunker under all the debris. You too can escape the world's problems, cause fixing them's a fool's game. Just hoard wealth, insulate yourself.
I just realized Enter Shikari is what 21 Pilots would sound like if they didn't fucking suck. Because I was always like, every time I listen to 21 Pilots, I'm always like, I kind of like this, but this does fucking suck ass. Like, I hate this. I hate this, but I can't stop listening. Not all the time, occasionally. Because, like, it has that fucking thing. Yeah, dude. Because this is very 21 Pilots-y. But, like, it's not, you know, dog shit. Just 21 Pilots catching strays. I don't like the vibe of the whole 21 Pilots thing.
And no one else, like some kind of twisted, naked mole rat. See, I'm a glass half full kind of guy. Even if the water contains PFAS and E. coli, business is expanding. We're gonna have a soft landing. Yeah, it's a bit hit and miss, but you can trust me on this. I can hear the doubt in their delivery. I can hear the creaking of the hinge of history. I can see the future now, but they keep telling me it's okay. When I was a little boy, I used to dream of growing up and maximizing shareholder value. I used to throw stones over my head and not care who they hit or where they landed. Cause sticks and stones, they broke my bones. So it's only fair that I hurt you. We better acquire a taste for cockroach, cause they'll be all that survives, other than you. But you're a side salad that no one ordered, though all the bread's been hoarded by those with hearts contorted. So you're gonna get eaten and I've got the sugar to sweeten you up.
I can hear the doubt in their delivery. I can hear the creaking of the hinge of history. I can see the future now, but they keep telling me it's okay. It's okay. It's Thank you for letting me know. My plan is so up to top. I'm glad you feel in control. I just had dinner, so world hunger's a myth. Why don't you come say hello? It's okay. It's okay.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Not my favorite song on the album because it made me think of 21 Pilots. But yes, I am starting to realize a lot of Enter Shikari is. It answers that age old question. What if 21 Pilots didn't fucking suck?
a different story from the one that we've been told. How I long for a different story.
Their analysis with animals fighting for ourselves, all the boys and girls. We don't hesitate, we just dominate. Damages our minds, and now we think we're savages.
This is what we're told, it's a stranglehold, it's a lie. Look me in the eye. This is what we're told, it's a stranglehold, it's a lie. Look me in the eye. Oh, how I long for a different story from the one that we've been told. How I long for a different story. Shipwrecked, will we ever get back alive? Only living by the grace of God. Will we ever get off this island? Shipwrecked, will we ever get back alive? Only living by the grace of God. Will we ever get off this island? Look me in the eye. This is what we're told. It's a stranglehold. It's a lie. It's a lot of lies.
This shit's going bananas live. Cause it hits both areas. The fucking heavy shit and the dancey shit. Yeah, dude.
Silence. Look me in the eye. This is what we're told. It's a stranglehold. It's a lie. It's a lot of lies. Oh, how I long for a different story from the one that we've been told. How I long for a different story. Shipwrecked, will we ever get back alive? Only living by the grace of God. Will we ever get off this island? Shipwrecked, will we ever get back alive? Only living by the grace of God. Will we ever get off this island? Will we ever get back alive? Only living by the grace of God. Will we ever get off this island?
Yeah, dude, that shit rips. That shit's fun. That's good classic. That's like the not classic, I should say, because it's like, well, no, you'd hit Shikari like that back in the day. But that's my favorite version of modern and Shikari. That just like like I don't that didn't that didn't represent it well what I just did. This shit.
Will we ever get back alive?
It's so fucking good, dude. And Shikari rules.
Welcome aboard! Welcome aboard! And it's so good to be here!
blue dot.
Welcome aboard! Welcome aboard! It's all meant to be, yeah! Since Archimedes said Eureka, we got that gold fever. No students, no teacher, no prudence, only leisure. Are you eager? Let's just run outside! You and everyone you love will die on this joyride. Let's just one catch! For you and everyone you love, there's no escape hatch.
Slow motion, commotion, a thickening plot, a giant blind spot. Slow motion, commotion, we're barely out the cop on this pale blue dot.
Will someone hit the brakes? Will someone hit the brakes? Will someone hit the brakes?
This was meant to be an arc of meaning, a miracle in a deep, deep sea of nothingness. So can you set me free? I'm tired of dreaming, it's unbearable. I'm in a deep, deep sea of nothingness. Now we're spiraling out of control. It seems like the passengers have hijacked the ship. We're edging towards a black hole. We are gods. I think I'm losing my grip.
So can you take the wheel? What the hell is even happening? This is all so surreal. So can you take the wheel? I can feel my brain unraveling. I just don't know what to feel.
We ran from our problems without addressing the cause. We started again without a moment of pause. We took to the stars, made a junkyard out of Mars. Dried up reservoirs, champagne and cigars. Mass extinctions and wildfires. We shut down the high flyers, but more kept appearing. Endless racketeering. It's kind of like they were mass produced, and now all the pricks have come home to roost.
So can you take the wheel? What the hell is even happening? This is all so surreal.
Hell yeah. I know I haven't really talked for the last 7 minutes, but these songs are definitely running into each other in a very fun way, and the album's almost over, so I'm going to let this ride out, then we can have our final thoughts.
Hold on, a change is gonna come, my love. So hold on, we've only just begun, my love. So hold on, a change is gonna come, my love. So hold on, we've only just begun, my love. So hold on, a change is gonna come, my love.
Hell yeah. That was Lose Yourself by Enter Shikari. Very good album. And yeah, I think I kind of already said it. It's a very good album, but does it pack that pizzazz? Does it pack that punch you get from a lot of the earlier shit? No, but and does it kind of go anywhere? You know, have we heard anything we haven't really heard from Enter Shikari before? No. Now, is it better than a lot of bands' best albums? I would say that. I would say that's very true. So, you know, Enter Shikari on their worst day is better than a lot of bands, could ever dream of. So you gotta like, it's easy to think in the context of Enter Shikari and just have your mind like on that. But, you know, cause I also too, like, just for me personally, I know a lot of times, I don't know if Enter Shikari is going to watch this because they have a lot of shit to do, but I know a lot of bands end up watching these videos. So I like to be very matter of fact and very precise with my words. And I don't want to sound unappreciative. Dude, if Enter Shikari wants to put out an album every week, I'll fucking take it. Anytime Enter Shikari's busting out new music, my life gets a little bit better. And I'm gonna rip this album a few more times, get deeper into it, because that's the best part about Enter Shikari. I'm still listening to, shit that I listened to of theirs when I was still like in high school and college, and I'm still noticing things I never caught, and it's still kind of hitting me in different ways. So I'm very excited for the many, many listens of this album. But yeah, it's a good fucking time. Yeah, I always go to say check it out, but you did. So go check it out again. Thanks. Bye guys.